The raising of HOA fees and a special assessment is something that you have to be cautious of as a home buyer within an HOA community, whether the community is a single family home, a condo, or RV lot. The community has a budget. And when the budget has a need for extra money, then there's going to be a special assessment. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was disappointed because I lost out on buying an RV lot in a community, and I thought it was a good deal and it would have fit my needs, but I was always and still am cautious of buying any property because after owning a condo for 15 years in an HOA, and an HOA stands for Homeowners Association, I'm very cautious about committing to one fixed area, especially within a community that has an HOA, and the associated fees that can come up sometimes unexpectedly. What does that mean? That means, look, in any household, there's a budget. If you buy a single family house, you have to budget in. You're going to spend a certain amount to mow your lawn each month, a certain amount of expenses on the lawnmower, on a weed eater, on gasoline for the lawnmower. You're going to spend a certain amount, on outside maintenance, on if you have a pool, if you run lights on the outside of your house, there's electrical bill cost. But when you buy into a community, an HOA, whether you buy an RV lot, a condominium, or a single family, there's common ground, meaning that there's certain part of the landscaping that's considered common areas. They may have a pool within that community, that's common amenities. They may have a workout center. They may have shared water pipes or shared sewer pipes. And so when something in the infrastructure on the common land or common pipes or common community pool, when something goes wrong, the budget for the HOA now have a demand to raise funds. See, the HOA, which stands for Homeowners Association, they have a normal yearly operating fund and a budget. So to pay the common taxes, the common electric bills, the common landscaping cost, everything that's in the common areas, there's a budget for. But just like every budget, there's unexpected things, especially in an older community. So in this one community, as an example, it was about 40 years old. I missed out on buying a piece of property. Someone outbid me. And last night I found out that there's going to be a special assessment within the community that each homeowner within the community is going to have to pay $20 extra per month in addition to their $200 normal HOA fee for their normal budget. And that extra $20 a month special assessment, will be to raise $1 million over 10 years to pay for common sewer pipe infrastructure that needs to be replaced. So when you're part of an HOA, it's a governing body that has legal powers to levy a special assessment for a special need. The community pool has a crack. The common pipes, sewer or water, need repair. Anything within the community that has shared amenities, shared ground, any expense that is occurred because of those shared amenities or common ground, that extra expense has to come in the form of a special assessment. Because you have your regular budget for your regular lawn care, your regular pool maintenance, but you don't have anything in the budget for emergency. Now, you do have a reserve fund. A reserve fund is like a savings account for the HOA. But if this special assessment for a sewer repair is $1 million and you only have $200,000 in a reserve fund, you have a deficit and you have to raise funds. Now, the HOA can get a loan from the bank and they can get the loan for 10 years for $1 million, but they have to pay that loan back. And how are they going to pay it back? Special assessment. The raising of HOA fees and a special assessment is something that you have to be cautious of as a home buyer within an HOA community, whether the community is a single family home, a condo, or RV lot, the community has a budget. And when the budget has a need for extra money, then there's going to be a special assessment. Every year, the regular HOA for the regular budget is evaluated and could go up. But in addition to that, in addition to maybe the 2 to 5% increase of your HOA per year, you could have a special assessment for a special need. And that's something you have to be cautious of as a home buyer, because it's part of life. Now, you can look at the age of the community. You can look at the reserve funds to mitigate that risk, but there's always going to be a need in life because stuff breaks. The more you have, the more you have to take care of. If you're a renter, you're not getting away from it because I'm sure, right, everyone who rents in that community, when their landlord has to pay that special assessment, what happens? Then the cost of rent goes up because the landlord's costs go up. So the costs are just carried through to the end user. So sometimes you think you're getting away by renting. Now you're getting away where if you don't like the rent increase, you can get out of your lease at the end of the contract. You're not obligated to stay there for 10 years to pay up the special assessment. So, you always have to be conscious of those things. But I wanted to share that this morning as I was very disheartened by losing a bidding war for an RV lot within an HOA community a couple of weeks ago. And I still am a little bit, but I think that why I lived a nomad-free life is because I've lived the HOA life. And, I understand life, so I understand stuff happens. It doesn't, make me, outraged. I mean, look, pipes are 40 years old. They break. They need to be fixed. I can understand that, but you just have to remember when you're connected to other people in the community, when you're sharing a budget for shared amenities at any time, special assessment. Every year, your HOA can go up. I remember living in an HOA for 15 years and there was more snow in New Jersey than normal. And we had to pay a special assessment for the contractor who removes the snow. So that is one of the pitfalls of buying in an HOA. The benefit of an HOA is you get more amenities, a pool, a fitness center, access to a private beach. You get certain amenities for a monthly fee that even if you had a single family house, you'd have to budget for that monthly. You have to budget for your lawn removal, your pool upkeep. So the HOA, it's a bunch of people pooling your money together to get top of the line amenities, but you're also connected when those top of the line amenities need repair. And unlike a single family house with no HOA, you could put off those repairs. You can handle them differently if you were the sole owner. But as a part of an HOA, you're not the sole owner. You're basically in a co-op. You're a community-owned property for the most part. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So that's something I wanted to share with you that you have to be cautious of if you're buying an HOA. It's got its pros and cons. But I do feel a little relieved that I don't have to pay that special assessment. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll see you later on tonight in the live chat. Shout out to all my members. If you're not a member, click that blue join button. You'll get unlimited access to my live chats every night. Shout out to everyone clicking that thumbs up, everyone watching. Peace and love. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.